Andrea in Salt Lake City, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
I bet you had a lot of jobs.
Yeah, and they all kind of blended together. I actually got a pretty sweet job for my first. I worked in an office for a whitewater rafting company, so got to do rafting trips every once in a while. But then from there, things got progressively less enjoyable, we'll put it that way.
Why do you think that teens don't want to work?
I think there's a huge emphasis placed on education, which is good. But as you guys have pointed out previously, the return on that is not as great as it used to be.
You're right. You know what? You hit on it, Andrea. We didn't even mention that. They are like, I'm too busy with my studies.
But again, they don't care about, the studies that are actually practical, like math and science.
But they want to, everything is focused on getting into a good college.
Yeah.
So that wasn't as much of a focus. It was kind of like, I just need money. I need money so I can go, to the movies with my friends.
So you could get gas.
Yeah.
To put into your jalopy so on Friday night your friends could go somewhere.
Baby boomer parents give their kids money, so kids aren't as driven by wanting to earn money for themselves because they're already so comfortable. Like, why would they? Why would they want to go break their back cutting down trees for money when their parents are already providing them with everything they need?
Yes. Well, we had the discussion yesterday. Andrea, I think you were you part of the discussion when we were talking about the fact that a lot of people say...
About Oreos? Yeah.
Well, Oreos were big. You know what? Todd Starnes was listening to the show yesterday, and he because we were talking about Oreos, he bought the double stuff. They're actually called Mega Stuff now. So he showed me his bag of Mega Stuff Oreos.
That is the power of Starnes.
It's the power of Shalou. I'm always talking about the power of Starnes. I actually affected his grocery decisions because we were talking about double stuff yesterday.
You're an influencer.
Yes. But Andrea, the idea that it was a study says you should not let your kids live at home. You should give them money. You should just give them cash and send them out of the nest because they'll be more likely to succeed and or fail, but they do it on their own terms, and you got to throw them out of the nest, as they say.
I think it's going to depend on the kid. I mean, blanket statements, I don't very much trust those.
So you think some kids, it depends. Well, if you say that, though, Andrea, the way moms are, they're going to say, well, my kid needs to be at home. They always want to keep them home.
Yeah, that's true, too. Looking at my brother, sister, and I, my sister and I could not wait to get out of the house. Had jobs lined up, moved out of town. My brother, on the other hand, my mom pretty much had to sign the mortgage papers for him. So it's just,
yeah.
But I mean, he always had a steady job, has had the same job since high school.
However, if you have a skill, if you're a highly skilled illustrator, and you want to draw a daily radio show, I encourage your parents to let you live at home. Because how are you going to have the time to draw a daily radio show if your parents don't let you live at home?
That's a really good point. Absolutely, she should be allowed to live at home forever and ever.
Andrea, thanks for the call.